Well, hello there, motherfuckers, and I'm here with the Smackdown review. Show wasn't that good this week. Compared to the past couple of weeks that have had good shows, good quality wrestling, this show paled in comparison. It seems like now that the network has been released, it's business as usual. Back to the fucking drawing board with boring, dull matches, unenthusiastic promos, and we're on the road to WrestleMania, the road to shit. This whole path to WrestleMania is lined with raccoon, pigeon, possum shit. You could see it as we're going along. We're seeing all the shit on the floor, and it's pretty fucking disgusting. It's making me sick to my stomach. Anyway, we start off with Batista's promo. He's coming out, he's going to tell us what he thinks of us, so quite obviously we knew it was going to be negative. It ends up, as a heel turn promo, and I didn't think it was too well executed. Batista comes out there with a fucking nose ring and the fucking hat, tight-ass jeans. He's pulling his shirt off. Fucking GOOFTISTA. This is what I am going to start calling this man in my reviews from now on. No longer Batista. Bootista isn't going to cut it. That's fucking baby shit. GOOFTISTA. This man looks like a fucking goof. He says, "Where are the tough guys? What happened to the attitude?" Yeah, what happened to the attitude, Batista? What happened to your attitude? Your attitude fucking sucks. You're just a fucking bitch now. And this promo was heelish. He said, everybody go back to your jobs at Hot Topic. You could chant all you want for your 195-pound heroes, obviously referring to Punk and Bryan. But you're never going to get what you want. And, this is just almost retarded. Once again, Vince McMahon and Triple H talking through the wrestlers. They did it with Bad News Barrett. Now they're using, Batista as a vessel to spout this fucking propaganda. Don't like wrestlers that are talented, basically. That's fucking bullshit. They gotta learn that it's a free country and they're taking away signs as of late, which I have to get to in another video. There's so much shit that's pissing me off in this company right now. I could make fucking 50 videos about it, seriously, and who knows, maybe I will. I don't know. But it's pathetic that even a promo like this has to be cut, but he didn't even do it that well, Batista. There was no angst or anger in his voice. He obviously did come back for the fans. You could see, he was doing all his movements and stuff and his mannerisms to, appeal to the crowd. So, it's fucking bullshit, that he didn't come back for everybody's approval. That's the only reason he comes out. I mean, look how he fucking dresses. He's obviously looking to garner some attention from the fans. He's trying to look sexy with his fucking nose ring. He looks like a goddamn fucking goof is what he looks like. Looks like a goddamn fucking goof. I'm going to say that right now. Then Ziggler comes out. He challenges Batista to a match, which was a bit surprising. A jobber, in Dolph Ziggler. But as I said, no, I like Ziggler. Jobber or not. He hits a drop kick on Batista. And they're going to have that match later on. The first match is the Real Americans. And they defeat Big E and Mark Henry. This was an okay match. Pretty decent, actually. You had Cesaro hitting the Mark Henry with the neutralizer. Very fucking impressive. Cesaro and Swagger, once again had a bit of a disagreement during the match. So it's probably going to lead to, their Mania match. I think that they should be doing bigger and better things with Cesaro at Mania. But if they got to end this tag team, they might as well do it properly at Mania. I just think that Cesaro is, too far along in popularity to be wrestling Swagger, who really isn't that popular. I like Swagger, but, you know, not everybody does. So he should probably be wrestling a more popular wrestler at Mania. But I guess it'll be a decent technical match. It has potential. So yeah, a decent match, and Big E Langston did absolutely fucking nothing in this. Oh, excuse me, just Big E. You know, I should probably wear a fucking shock collar every time I say Langston, that Vince and Triple H will shock me, you know, with 100 volts or something. I can't get the Langston away from the Big E. But anyway, Big E, you know, did absolutely nothing in this match. Even Mark Henry did more than him. What an absolutely pathetic fucking wrestler he is. He's just fucking worthless. And, you know, the fact that he wears that tin can around his waist is also pathetic. This man is a champion. To even think that they had so much put into this guy. He was NXT champion. They thought he was going to be something big. The fans are barely behind him. There's nothing to like about Big E. A guy with a good build, and that's about it. There's nothing good, nothing appealing about Big E Langston. No promo skills, no wrestling ability. There ain't shit. Why is he there? Why is he holding a belt? I don't get it, and I probably won't at this point. I don't understand. Why push him? Yeah, you know, they have pushed muscular men in the past, but they usually had some type of promo skills at the very least. This guy can't even fucking talk, and he sounds like a goof when he does. Then it's Sheamus defeating Alberto Del Rio by disqualification. A shitty little short match here. Christian comes out. He's dressed, you know, a little bit fancier than usual. You know, coming out in a sports jacket and sunglasses. He's dressed like this before in 2003 when he won the Intercontinental title and Stone Cold started calling him a CLB. He's tried to class up his image with shorter hair and shit like that. But here's the thing. Does anybody out there in the YWC actually fucking believe that Christian is a viable contender for the World Championship? I mean, you know, take one look at him. They could jazz him up with fancy clothes, but is he really a contender? You know, his time is past. Be happy, he already won the World Heavyweight belt like twice already. It might have not been the WWE title, but at least it was a championship, a world title. He should be happy he even got that. And there's too many guys lined up. Not only is, you know, goof like Orton champion, you got Batista, who will probably end up winning the belt at Mania. That's what I predict. I think he's going to win the belt at Mania. Then we got to contend with Cena once again. You know, and also Daniel Bryan. He might actually end up in the future winning the belt. That might actually happen. You never know. And Cesaro is on the rise to greatness. So, you know, there ain't no room for the Christians of the world anymore. It was one thing in 2005 when everybody was rooting for him and the internet was all abuzz about how he should be champion, and people were saying he should have went to TNA, and he did just that. He went to TNA. But that was back in 2005. That was 9 fucking years ago. And now Christian is 9 years older. Almost a full decade ago. So the time for pushing the young, talented Christian is far from over. He ain't as young anymore. It's time to fucking move on to a new wrestler. They're wasting their time here. Not that I don't like Christian, but I'm a realist. And his time is already eclipsed. You know, it's time to head off into the pasture. You know, it's enough already. You'll never get to the level of Edge. You know, after Edge was injured, that was the only fucking reason why he won the belt, so he could win it for Edge. But everybody knew, you know, it took him so long to get there. You know, Edge already had his first title in 2006. Christian had to wait 5 years to 2011 till he won his first world title. And Edge had already won the belt like 8 times by that point. So, you know, the WWE had a way higher opinion of Edge than they did of Christian, and rightfully so. Vastly more talented than Christian. Christian's still talented, but not enough. So, shitty match, and I see a match with Sheamus and Christian at Mania. Maybe it'll be no DQ, but I want something better than that. I mean, come the fuck on. Is that the best they got? Sheamus and Christian? It just seems like a match that would be on SmackDown or Raw. And we just saw it on Raw, as a matter of fact. So what, we have to watch it again at Mania? You know it's gonna happen, motherfuckers. Then Alexander Rusev comes out. Weird, awkward little segment here. Lana, his manager, introduces him. He stands up on the podium and he does the Vladimir Kozlov routine, the whole Russian thing. You know, I love how WWE thinks that all Russians and Bulgarians are all straight-faced and they don't do anything but just talk monotone-like. It's, you know, it's a little bit weird, and they're completely ripping off the Vladimir Kozlov character, and the guy hasn't even been gone for like 3 years yet, and they're completely ripping it off. The whole thing's super athletic. Alexander Rusev sounds exactly like WWE when Vladimir first started. You know, just get Vladimir back if that's what you're gonna do. If you're just gonna, you know, use the same character, get the guy who originated the character. I mean, come on already. I don't even see what's so appealing about this guy. I think Vladimir had the better look. It just seems second rate. You know, they already released Vladimir. They're just gonna, now they got another guy and they're just gonna give him his character. What the fuck is the point? Then you got the match between Batista and Dolph Ziggler. Basically a squash match, a little bit of excitement when Ziggler started mounting his comeback, but it was very short. They should have at least given this match 10 minutes, at least make it look like Ziggler was going to win. Did you even think for one motherfucking second that Ziggler was going to beat Batista with a fucking famouser? There's no fucking way he's going to pit him with a Billy Gunn finisher. I'm sorry, motherfuckers, but it ain't going to happen. You know, I don't understand when Ziggler cut that awesome promo, you know, that intense shoot promo that had everybody talking in the YWC, and WWE doesn't do anything with it. Does fucking jack shit. After such an exciting moment for Ziggler, it was the perfect time to build momentum. Ziggler was frustrated. They could have given him a whole new gimmick, a ruthless Ziggler, something along those lines. Just throwing a couple ideas out there. But they didn't do fucking shit with it. Not one fucking thing. Now he just jobs to Batista, making, you know, Ziggler just look like another jobber once again. I mean, you know, Batista wrestled a little bit better in this match, but it's not enough, motherfuckers. It's not enough to main event Mania. You know, it's very sad that we have to, like, observe Batista's performance and judge him whether he's passable or not. You know, the motherfucker who main events WrestleMania should be wrestling the best match on the card every single time they have a fucking show. And Batista hasn't even been on any of those fucking shows. He's been on 2. And both of those performances sucked. Rumble and Elimination Chamber especially have sucked. Bad performances, undeserving of a spot on those particular cards. Batista's not even in ring shape. He's in shape, but not ring shape, motherfuckers. If you understand what I'm trying to say there. You know, very pathetic. They're going to go into Mania with 2 heels. This makes no fucking sense at all. Then you got the Wyatts. They cut a good promo, very good promo from Bray Wyatt, talking about society and how everybody is led astray. You know, they're just basically following what they're told to do. A very good, thought-provoking promo. You know, it's great to see promos like these instead of Randy Orton's boring promos and shit like that. Just rah, and Alexander Rusev bullshit. You know, it's nice to see a promo that makes you think. You know, it's intelligent, it's intellectual, it's thought-provoking. You know, it's psychological. You know, sort of like a Mick Foley promo of sorts. And Dean Ambrose is also capable of these type of promos, but they don't always allow him to do them. But very good. The Shield comes out. Triple H tells them to stand down, don't fight him. He's going to give them a match on Raw. But they don't listen. Ambrose and Seth Rollins dive through the ropes onto Harper and Rowan, which was pretty exciting. I liked that they did that. They made like they weren't going to fight, and then they did. Then Bray Wyatt holds them back. Pretty good segment there. I find it hard to believe, though, that the Shield will beat them on Raw. There'll probably be some DQ bullshit. Cena's gonna come in and exact vengeance on the Wyatts. Oh, I can't wait for that fucking bullshit. Give me a fucking break. I know it's gonna happen. They're not gonna have Shield job twice. They're gonna cop out with some absolute fucking bullshit, and they ain't gonna have the Wyatts lose leading up to Mania. Quite obvious, I think. Then you got AJ defeating Cameron in a bullshit match. Lousy wrestling, just plain shitty altogether. After watching a match like Paige versus Emma at the NXT Arrival pay-per-view on Thursday, it's very hard to go back and watch a WWE Divas match compared to the women's division. The Divas division really fucking sucks. I tell you that much. I mean, what a great match that was on NXT with all those great submissions, great, chain wrestling. It was awesome. And you see a match like this and it's just awkward and just plain fucking goofy. Cameron shouldn't even be anywhere near that fucking belt. And AJ, I look at AJ, besides her finisher, she ain't got no fucking other moves than that. It's just some lame shit, she's got a Shining Wizard that doesn't even look good. You can't even hear the, usually when people do a Shining Wizard, it's usually pretty painful looking with a knee to the face or to the side of the head. This time, when AJ does it, it has barely looks like it has any effect on the opponent. So I don't see what all the rage is about AJ's, athletic skills, I could see where people are coming from if they like her for her looks. But saying that she's a good wrestler is going a bit far there, motherfuckers. Then in the main event, it's the Usos and Daniel Bryan defeating Kane and the Outlaws. It was alright. It started off very boring, got a little bit better at the end. Why is Daniel Bryan hanging around with these two yelping goofballs like the Usos? I don't understand it one bit. It feels very cheap having Daniel Bryan in the match like this. And the Outlaws with Kane, it just has a very cheap feeling. Just very artificial, like it's not supposed to be like this. It shouldn't be that way. Where, Daniel Bryan should be the one cutting the promo leading up to Mania. Look what a shitty job Batista did. Can't even get the promo part right. Can't get the in-ring part right. Can't get the promo part right. Can't get anything right. I mean, holy shit, the main event, guy at Mania has a fucking nose ring, a fucking thing that women have, this little fucking pimply nose ring thing that fucking women have. The fucking #1 contender looks like a fucking woman. Tight ass jeans, fucking nose ring, no aggression, no testosterone in his fucking promo. It seemed estrogen filled basically. So there you go, your #1 contender is Batista, fucking GOOFTISTA, who's a fucking woman basically. Saying where all the real men are in this promo. You are not a man, so what the fuck are you talking about? Does the man have a good body? Is he muscular? Yes, but that's about the only identifiable quality that makes Batista a man. Because he dresses like a fucking girl. His appearance is very woman-like, very feminine. And so is his attitude. Yeah. This match, this is an alright main event. Nothing too appealing to me. So, not a terrible show. Some alright matches, making for a barely passable show. I'm not going to say it completely sucked. There's a couple of things that were slightly entertaining, but for the most part, pretty disappointing compared to the past couple of weeks. Fucking GOOFTISTA coming out there with a fucking nose ring just fucking did me in. Soon as I saw that, I was like, what the fuck am I watching? This is fucking horrendous ass garbage. Fucking main eventer at Mania. What a nose ring, motherfuckers. You want to talk about them jeans? Let's talk about that there nose ring. How about that? That, if anything, is even worse. The ring, the nose ring was worse. Oh, alright, motherfuckers. That does it for me. I'm going to do a couple of, network reviews of pay-per-views, but, yeah, I'm very scared for what awaits us on Raw. Not expecting a whole lot of quality. I'm expecting a whole lot of disappointment, though. Alright.